Hey everyone, this is Boss Don 29fi, and I'm just gonna do a little overview on my 2018 Giant ATX 2. This is a size medium, and obviously it's not stock. So I've upgraded the tires to the Maxxis Ardent. These are 27.5 by 225. 2.25 inches. When I'm in the road, I do run them at 65 psi. When I go off-road, I'll probably drop them to about 30. I'm still running tubes on this, so can't go too low. This is my first mountain bike ever, and I have upgraded many things on it. I've swapped out the grips. I have installed the Shimano where is it? BRM 355 hydraulic brakes. I've installed a wake stem. I thought this was going to break on me or be really cheap, and it actually is not. And actually, I've done a lot of off-roading trips already with it, and it's held up very well. This bike stock comes with mechanical disc brakes. Here's a stock one. This is my wife's. It's a size small, and obviously you can see the tires here. They're not too grippy. This bike is basically brand new. These tires are pretty good for road use, but if there's any type of gravel or sand, these things tend to slip. And if you're taking a turn and there happens to be some sand or something like that, you're probably going to crash and fall. These are the shifters. It comes with stock. It's integrated with the brakes, with the mechanical disc brakes. Here's the stock stem. When I was purchasing this bike, there wasn't many reviews out there for it. She got the wider, softer seat because the stock one she got was hurting her. Stock, it comes with a Shimano tourney rear derailleur and a Shimano tourney front derailleur. On mine's, I've had to swap out the tourney derailleur for an Acera just because the rear derailleur got caught in the back wheel and kind of flipped, broke off, bent off the stock derailleur hanger. This is a swapped out derailleur hanger, and I did all the work on this myself. I tuned it all up. I adjusted the rear derailleur, I adjusted the front derailleur. I've changed out the pedals on here for these Diamondback pedals that I found at Dick's Sporting Goods for about $22. These are better than the plastic stock ones that basically just wear out on just a few rides. And I've done a lot of off-roading on this, as you can tell by all the mud. There's mud all over this thing. I've put a PNW Cascade Dropper post, and what I love about this dropper post is that it has external routing. And this bike can do the internal routing for the dropper post, and it'll come out on these little ends here, these little plastic ends. But for ease of service, I've went for the outer routing. It has this little knob here, this little hook that goes down like this and then goes up the bar like that. And I've zip tied it down, the cables, just to clean things up. This thing with the shorter stem, the hydraulic brakes, and the tires, it gives you way more confidence when you're mountain biking or just biking in general, even on the road. I've taken turns on the road going 22 miles per hour with no problem on these. I've taken them off-roading, like I said before, released the pressure, and I've gone down hills. I feel like I do need more aggressive tires now that I'm getting better at riding. I've had the bike for about a year, and I've done a lot of riding. I've put about 522 miles on the bike, and there's been a lot of experimentation with it. Basically, swapping out the brakes, that gave me the most confidence, along with the tires. In the front, you have 180 millimeter disc rotor for the brakes, and in the back you have 160 millimeter disc rotor. I've removed the rear dork disc and the one on here as well. My wife still has both of them. Her bike, she barely uses it. That's the stock stem right there, which sticks out about 2 inches maybe, give or take. I've swapped out the shifters on this one with the more trigger style shifters. Even though it comes with trigger style shifters, like I said, since they're integrated, it doesn't let you adjust them. With this setup now, with the hydraulic brakes and the trigger shifter in the front and back derailleur, you can now independently adjust the brake from the shifters without, to accommodate my riding style. For the front light, I run the Blitz U light. I picked this up for $15 off of Amazon on a flash sale. Just about everything on here I've picked up off of Amazon. I picked up the dropper post for about $200 off of Amazon. The stem was about $10. I actually have a new stem, a black one, just because this red does not really match my bike. The red on my bike is a little bit more orangey, and this one is more of a pinkish red. So I'm planning on just putting a black wake stem. I also ordered the 780 millimeter wake handlebars. These are about 680 millimeters. So I'm about to get 100 millimeters more. I should be getting that pretty soon. I'm going to install it on the bike along with the new stem. So far, this bike has been great for a beginner bike. I've upgraded little by little. I didn't want to waste too much money on it being a entry-level bike. I didn't want to waste too much money, so I picked it up for around $500, which I feel like it was a little bit on the high end. I feel like I could have got a GT off of Dick's Sporting Goods with equivalent parts for about $300 and then upgraded that. I did want to grab a bike with the hydraulic brakes and all that stuff, but I didn't know if I was gonna actually end up liking mountain biking as much as I do. I like to mountain bike every weekend. I wish I could do it more. So right now, some of you might say, hey, those upgrades aren't really worth it for the bike. For now, this bike is growing with me as I increase my skills. I keep pushing myself in terms of climbing, in terms of descents. The dropper post has made a huge improvement in terms of going downhill and how fast I'm able to take turns and things like that. The frame on this bike, have had 0 issues with the frame, which is the most important thing. It's very good aluminum. The paint job on it is also very good. It's matte black with like a matte orangey red. It's very vibrant. It pops at you, but it has gotten a little bit of shine just when I put it on the bike stand to work on it. I should probably put a microfiber towel between that. But this bike has been fantastic. This is the 2018 version. The 2019 version, I believe it's the same. It's just different color schemes. I don't think they've really upgraded anything on there. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Rate, comment, subscribe. And if you have any questions or want for me to do any other videos, just let me know. Thanks.